Hello, everyone. Welcome back to No Man's Sky 2.42. We're continuing the normal mode playthrough, and so we've come back to the planet that we were born on. And the first thing we're going to do is gather some supplies so we can build our first base. I landed right at a galactic trade terminal. Sometimes you can just pull into the atmosphere and you can see things on the ground. So first thing we're going to do is save and get a navigation data. The first thing that I noticed when I landed and used my visor is that there's a grave right in front of us. So on our way to that grave, we're going to grab some supplies. But I want to grab all this stuff first. Picked up a couple of things. Here's some rusted metal. And we'll keep the ion batteries for emergency. There's some silver. I've found now 2 navigation datas, and we have that planetary chart as well. Let's do that. This planetary chart is specifically for commercial properties. There's a minor settlement right up there on the hillside. I think we'll build our base up there. Let's get some supplies and go check out this grave. Now, along the way, we'll run scans. Here's some pulpy roots. That's a plant. It might be helpful, or we might be able to just sell it for money. Be looking around and see if we see any deposits around. I'm going to grab this sodium on the way as well. Now, the reason why I always come back to the planet that I spawned on is because there's no predators here. There just isn't. And I like to do the zoology. I think we already have a couple of animals. We'll hit escape and go into the options menu here. And right there in discoveries, it says we have 2 of 5 animals. The remaining animals are an uncommon ground animal, a rare ground animal, and a flying creature. And you can see we have salvage scrap, fungal mold, sodium, ammonia, and copper. Copper is one of the things we need. Down in the lower right corner, in fact, it's telling me to gather copper. It says I only need 60, but I need quite a bit more than 60. Here's some more sodium. If you're having a problem gathering oxygen, which you shouldn't because all these dangerous plants have oxygen as their base. But if you are having a problem, then don't run everywhere. Just go at this regular slow speed. I like running. Here comes the sun. We can see a little bit better now. Don't need any dihydrogen. I can see some more oxygen right there. But if you can't see what you're looking for, then run a scan. In normal mode, the scanner recovers really quickly. There's oxygen. There's sodium. Oh, I just saw something hanging in the sky right here. Let's see if we can reach it. There we go. And there's the accompanying damaged machinery. Right there. And we got nanites for that. Oh, here's condensed carbon. We're going to need some of this, but we can refine this. And there's a grave right there. There's 16 glyphs. This will be our first one. Glyphs are used for dialing portals so that you can go to different places. And we'll learn more about that when we get to our first weekend Nexus mission. That's It's only a couple of days from now, so we got some work to do. Alright, let's take a look around. See what's right next to us. There's our miner settlement. There's a knowledge stone and some more sweet root. Ammonia. Ammonia. Sodium. Ammonia. There's some copper right there. So we're going to head off and go get enough copper, and then we'll head over to that miner settlement. Start doing some refining. We need lots of carbon and to build with, and we need some ferrite. Oh, here's some more. Oh, there's a sentinel. He's going to get upset if I start shooting stuff. He's going to check me out. So we'll just stop doing that because it's upsetting. The sentinels on this planet aren't going to be very upset about things. They won't just attack you outright. If you get attacked by a sentinel on your home planet, it's something you did. They don't like you to use your mining beam. They don't like it when you fire a gun more than once. First time you fire a gun, they don't get too upset. Alright, for this we need the terrain manipulator, and it starts out really huge like that. We don't want huge, we want little. So we want to reduce it down all the way. This is a very small copper deposit. We might have to find some more. We'll just see how much we can get out of this. If we use the bigger terrain manipulator, it would blast the whole thing away in one fell swoop, and we wouldn't get hardly any out of it. We have enough to make the game happy, but we need a lot more chromatic metal than that. Getting little bits of silicone along the way. We're going to blast a hole in the ground here in a second so we can get lots of silicone. Did we get it all? Alright, let's see how much that is. Only 249. That's not very much. Let's see what we got over there. There's a knowledge stone over there that's not showing up because there's too much stuff in front of it. Here's another word. Viking word for graw. It's our third word. Another damaged machinery. Alright, let's look at the ground and see if we can find the buried technology module that goes along with it. Right there it is. Sometimes they're hard to find. Now for this, we want this on the medium beam. Just makes it easier. There it is. Back up out of that cave. So we already know that creature. Take another quick look around. Don't see any birds yet, though. Alright, let's get back to our ship. Now, since we do have a navigation data, we can walk over to the miner settlement and call our ship to the landing pad, but that's kind of a waste of navigation data at this point. It's not that far away. We can also just leave our ship here until we need it. Are you lost? Poor thing. Stuck in a cavern. Here's that crazy looking thing. I saw another building signal over there. Let's get up to the miner settlement, get some work done. there's the landing pad. As soon as it turns green, we're going to hit the initiate landing button. Here we go. Sometimes you got to hold it down for a few seconds. Lots and lots of boxes on the deck. That's awesome. Miner settlements also have a multi-tool cabinet. I've reloaded the game several times, so this might be better. It is better. It's a B class. It has a bolt caster and 21 slots. That's pretty good. We can reload and see what other kind of multi-tool we get. There's a galactic trade terminal, but when you're at a miner settlement, it just saves a lot of hassle to sell to the technology merchant. Also, if you have a lot of stuff to sell of the same type, you should sell it to either a ship that lands on the landing pad or the multi-tool or the technology merchant, because it won't hurt the economy. Let's see what we picked up here. I'm going to click on sell and just look right straight through. Here's some pulpy roots. See how valuable that is? Here goes my voice again. Here's some rusted metal. And switch over to the ship, keeping the gold. All right. Let's start doing some refining while we look around the place. So we're going to set the refiner down out here. Load it up with carbon. And we'll start with the copper. All right. I think I saw some buildings over here. There we go. There's another damaged machinery. So here's a box. Got some condensed carbon. That's awesome. The less carbon that we waste cooking condensed carbon, the better. All right, let's see what's in here. We got a toxic protection shield. Awesome. All right, toxic protection shield is just for the environment that we're living in right now. So we're going to use it. We'll need ammonia to refill it. Let's go ahead and load our life support back up and find that. All right. Need a bunch of those. Now we have 8 of them. All right, the next thing that we need is carbon. So there's a sentinel right over there somewhere. You can find him by opening your visor. He's right there. He's patrolling. I don't remember where the other one went. I think we left him behind. But if you stay back from what you're shooting, the sentinel will go check that out instead of coming to you. We'll just get some carbon here. We need it for building. We are surrounded by riches. We're surrounded by all kinds of supplies that we need. And so we're going to stick around here and get all this stuff that we need from here. The longer your multi-tool runs, the hotter it gets, and the more it gets out of whatever you're shooting, and the faster it gets it. But you do have to let it cool down once in a while, because it will just overheat. We can carry 9,999 carbon in one slot. We don't quite need that much. Got 2 things right there. All right, let's see how much that is. 536. that should be enough. All right, let's check out these buildings. There's another nanite machine. You see how the building's glowing? There's a sentinel scanning it. And where is he hiding at? Right there. Hello! And nothing in this building. Alright. Took care of all that stuff. See, there's some sodium right there. And let's see what else is around. There's some dihydrogen. And our ship. And that right there, that star, is whatever piece of equipment we've sat down. In this case, the refiner. And there's some salvage containers and floating crystals. There's some buried technology modules. All right, we're gonna need some ammonia. There's some that's 600 feet away. 544. Just looking for the closest one here. Looks like 544 might be closest. There we go. All right, let's grab that. The next thing that we want to cook is gold. And we have some on the ship. So we'll just use these. We have 114. Sounds good. So there's gold. It goes straight to pyrite, 1-to-1. Pyrite is what we're going to use for our pulse engines. All right, let's go get buried tech if we can find any, and ammonia. Here's a tree. Oh, there's the bird. They were waiting for me to disturb them. Alright, let's see if there's any buried tech along the way. I don't see any. Now on PC, we have a button for auto run, and that button is K. If I can find my home keys. There we go. Still want to keep an eye on what you're doing. You might have to turn your guy, but you won't have to hold down a button the whole time. Stay out of the way of danger. You can pick up stuff along the way without interrupting that. We'll have to start a campaign to get an auto walk button for PS4 and Xbox. That took forever. Yeah, we're almost there. Here's some more sodium. Change to terrain manipulator. And the lowest setting. Oops. Gotta find the K button. There we go. Grab some ammonia. We're gonna recharge that brand new S-Class shield with that. Go. Now we have plenty of buried technology modules to do the mission, but buried technology modules are also valuable, very valuable, and they can also be turned into nanites. A full stack of buried technology modules is 15 of them. I think that makes 255 or 225 nanites. That's a pretty good sized chunk. And we already saw that we have a lot of super awesome modules available to improve our exosuit up in the space station. Alright, let's go down there. We have enough silicone to go ahead and fill that all the way. We don't need all of this. I'm just grabbing as much as I can. Eventually we'll need more. We're down to just one animal. And I thought I heard one. There. We already know about those guys. We're looking for a rare ground animal as our last animal. We got quite a bit of that now. Oops. Now, just for demonstration, I'm going to switch this back to mining beam and grab this. Just for demonstration, I want to show you that you don't need to be afraid of sentinels. He's over there. Let's get his attention. He's way over there now. I'm over here. Come on. He can't see me. There we go. Let's make him angry. Here, he's angry at me. Now he's shooting me. I want to show you how easy it is to get out of the way. He's already searching. He's already lost me. And the reason is because their ability to scan, their scoping range, isn't very far. He's deactivated already because the sentinels on this planet, they're ever present, but they're not angry in any way. So it's pretty easy to get away from. Nothing to worry about. Here's more sodium. Here's some more food. You can use this food to improve your life support or your hazard protection, or you can sell it, or you can hang on to it and save it for later missions, but there's no reason to do that. Sorry about that. It's that time of year. Everything's blooming. Good grief. All right, let's build a base. Now we've got some pyrite. We'll go straight to the starship with that. And let's see if we have anything else that we want to cook right away. I don't think so. All right. Now then, we have enough chromatic metal to build a base computer and enough carbon to build a base. So let's do it. This is by far the best place to put your first base. Anywhere will do, though. You can drop your base in the middle of nowhere. You're just going to build a teleporter that takes you right to the space station anyway. But I like having the merchants, and I like having the landing pad. All right, base computer online. Let's get some blueprints from the previous user. All right. Second that we start building this building, we're going to have a storm. You'll never have storms on this planet except when you're doing something mission specific. So we just need a tiny building. We don't need anything fantastic. Let's get some walls.
Base computer online.
You only need 6 pieces to get the base computer online. But I like to go ahead and finish it. I just use floor pieces for the ceiling so that I don't need any other supplies. And they're cheap. Let's move the refiner inside because we need it. Right? We need to talk to the base computer. We're safe inside this conversation. The storm won't bother us at all. Construction largely a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby. Scans indicate subterranean devices. Extract plans. And there is our construction research unit. We need 20 magnetized ferrite and 1 carbon nanotube. So there's a carbon nanotube. Magnetized ferrite has to be cooked, unless you can find a deposit of it. We only need 20. And magnetized ferrite comes from pure ferrite at 1 to 2. So we'll need 40 pure ferrite. If you only make what you need, it takes a lot less time to cook. There we go. Now we have everything we need. If we open the build menu, it's going to take us directly where we need to go. Right there. Now it's saying spend salvage data, but you need to wait until it is only 1 sentence, because otherwise it won't recognize it. Exosuit guidance message. The storm has started. Now it says spend salvage data, and it's only 1 sentence. So we'll go right straight in here. We need a teleporter, a biofuel reactor, and wiring. But we still have 5 data left, so let's go ahead and get a save beacon. They're relatively easy to build. You just need sodium nitrate and 2 metal plates. So let's grab a little bit of sodium. Not quite that much. 30 is not a number that's possible. There we go. That's enough for 2, or for 1 of them. It's 2 to 1, so 30 sodium makes 15 sodium nitrate. We need 2 metal plates. So we have quite enough ferrite. Let's see if there's some ferrite right here. It's really stormy, but we have a shield. It's pure ferrite. I can't see anything. Must be some ferrite. Is that ferrite? No. There's some ferrite. You can also go inside and buy metal plates, which I think I'll do because there doesn't seem to be a lot of ferrite right here. And we need a lot of metal plates. We still haven't checked the treasure. There's treasure all over the deck. Alright, let's see. We have 1. Metal plating. There it is. We need 4 metal plates for the teleporter. one for the biofuel reactor, and one more for our save beacon.
Product received.
So now we can drop a save beacon. There it is. Pick it up. Go back inside our funny building. All right. Your base can be renamed.
Storm clearing.
So it wants you to interact with the base computer again. Zane Colony. Who knew that was going to happen? I'm going to rename it Zane Colony. After our great and fearless leader, Zane. And base one. Right, now it wants us to build a teleporter. We need 2 carbon nanotubes
Product constructed.
and 4 metal plates. So we'll just put it right there in the corner. Now we need to supply power to it. There we go. There's a biofuel reactor. And now we need to wire it. Now we need to fuel it. But we only need to fuel it for just a second. So we're going to take that down to 30.
Technology recharge.
And we're going to let all those missions finish. All right. When we come back tomorrow, we're going to go to the space station and learn how to make a warp drive, a hyperdrive, for our fearless radiant pillar over there. In the meantime, I'm going to gather more ferrite and more carbon, probably. Looks like we have enough condensed carbon, but we also need more chromatic metal. So I'm going to get some more copper and cook that into chromatic metal. All right, you guys, I want to thank you all so much for coming along. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.